How do you practice your presentations? For many people, they will do this in front of a mirror. But for a number of reasons, that can be quite tricky. Firstly, a lot of people don't like to see themselves and they don't like to hear themselves. And of course, everything is mirrored, and which means it's not exactly the same, it's opposite. So every time you look that way, your reflection looks that way. And you try to catch your eye, and it's quite difficult to do that. So here's my suggestions. I've got 2 fixes to this. How are we going to do it? The first is, if I was in an office situation, like in the office, I would try and find an empty office or an empty room where I could practice. And I would use the room, I'd just divide it no matter how big or small it is, and I would have the stage area at one end, and that's where I would obviously go to, and then I would practice in that room as if there was an audience there, pretending to talk to people as I was going along and getting a gauge. Most importantly, I'm doing it out loud. I'm speaking out loud. It's not just in my head. The other way I would practice, and this is for a more in-depth presentation, not like for a 2-minute update or something like that, but for a bigger presentation, I would go for a hike. It's my preferred method. And I'd go up into the hills, mostly because there's no one there. And if you do see anyone in the UK, we're all polite. Hello. We say hello to everyone in the countryside. We don't when we're walking down the street, but we do when we're in the countryside. Hello, how you doing? Good day. Yep, thank you. And I can just practice out loud as I want, as many times as I want. And I can do that until I feel happy with what I've done. And often I will find, whereas before I thought this is where I'm starting, this is the middle, this is the end, this is what I'm going to put in there, that's the added bits. By the time I've finished on my hike, it's all mixed around and sounds much better. So that's my preferred method. Mind you, you might not have a place where you can hike, but you might have a park or something like that. And so how to fix it? Go for a hike and practice. Find a room, practice on your own. In front of the mirror is very tricky.